Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So get this guys, Michael at Val5Links bringing this to our attention. Crypto community with over 80% historical accuracy sets XRP price for February of 2022. They have an 80% accuracy for price predictions. And guys, here's what they have to say for next month. After rallying above the crucial $1 price mark in November, XRP has since corrected as the entire market remains bearish. So we are seeing that right now. The bearish trend, which looks right now as if it is beginning to end. This is Bitcoin on the daily. We can see Bitcoin moving up slightly. And so despite the market uncertainty, a CoinMarketCap community with an 82% prediction accuracy projects a bullish outlook, placing XRP's price at 93 cents by the end of February. So that's not terrible considering that is just a month away, with 3,339 votes. So this is a community that votes on the price. Accuracy prediction of 82%. The target represents 57% growth from the asset's current value. As of March 31st, 2021, the community believes the asset will surge 76% from the current price to trade at about $1.05 with 1,327 votes. So I believe they meant March 31st, 2022. You guys can see those predictions down here. So 93, 94 cents by the end of next month. And this month, $1.05. Again, this is a community here that votes on price. So, I'm sure they take a lot of factors into account. As you guys can see, as I'd mentioned, Bitcoin rallying a little bit right now, trading at $38,000. Throwing it on the hourly, you guys can see a clear move to the upside for Bitcoin. Right, we are seeing those higher lows form. Other than this one here, but higher lows ultimately. What we are looking for now, higher highs, of course, in the short term. But what we really do need to get up above this mark here, 43,500 approximately. That would get us out of this slump here and back on track for Bitcoin to hit new all-time highs. Throwing it back here on the daily, you guys can see that is the goal right now. And bringing up XRP, you can see it's slightly similar right now, trading at about 62 cents, 61.8, 61.9, give or take. And we are finding very, very strong support in and around here. So XRP, hopefully looking to blast out of this once we see some Bitcoin movement. Still very, very low volume though. I don't think FOMO has really taken place yet. We've been hearing a lot of FUD. We still don't really know what is going on in the United States with regards to cryptocurrency clarity. We're still trying to sort that out. But this is the spec market, guys, and the spec market trades on supply and demand. But to the point of cryptocurrency in the United States, I did see this update from Sophia Zoller here. Breaking: Arizona has introduced a bill to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. And so she's saying here, your move next, Texas in Florida. And so here's the source. This is the actual bill, or rather a screen grab of the bill. Legal tender in this state consists of all of the following, and then gives a description of that. And then down here, Bitcoin number 4, as you guys can see, for the purposes of this section, Bitcoin means the decentralized peer-to-peer digital currency in which a record of transaction is maintained on the Bitcoin blockchain, and new units of currency are generated by the computational solution of mathematical problems, and that operates independently of a central bank. So this to be enacted by the legislature of the state of Arizona. Some people were wondering down here, is this fake news? Why? How are they doing this? And so if I just scroll down here, Arizona also, you can pay for your taxes in crypto. This coming from Gideon down here. So Gideon just retweeted this out. A state agency may enter into an agreement with a cryptocurrency issuer to provide a method to accept cryptocurrency as a payment of method of fine, civil penalties, or other penalties, rent, rates, taxes, fees, charges, revenue, financial obligations, and special assessments to pay any amount due to that agency or this state. So really interesting to see that, and I know some people were wondering, this has got to be fake, right? This is what I saw down here, and then Crispy Bits actually just responded to that. If it is, they also hacked the Arizona legislature website with it as well, and so he links the website here, and as you guys can see, this is the direct link here from azleg.gov. So the official link, and you guys can see Bitcoin listed down here as a legal tender definition. So no, this is not fake news, and a really interesting development. And so I'm wondering now, are more states going to follow suit? An interesting story to be following. Wanted to thank Sophia for posting that. I also saw this, guys, from the Wrath of Kahneman. This is significant. Ripple partner TerraPay has signed an MOU with NIPL of India, the international arm of NPCI, allowing Indians with UPI ID to receive real-time cross-border payments into their bank accounts via TerraPay's adaptive and secure payment technology. So TerraPay has been a Ripple partner for quite a while. It is a strategic move to further strengthen the payment solutions business. TerraPay, a leading global payments infrastructure company, has signed this MOU, as I just mentioned. Unified Payments Interface, or UPI, is an instant real-time payment system developed by NPCI, facilitating interbank peer-to-peer and person-to-merchant transactions. Unified Payments Interface has ended their calendar year of 2021 with record transactions, both in volume and value terms, according to the data released by NPCI. For 2021, UPI recorded 38.74 billion transactions worth about $954.58 billion, making it the best performing real-time payment ecosystem in the world. And again, guys, this is through TerraPay, a Ripple partner, connecting through India's NPCI. Huge adoption here, and yes, super significant as per the Wrath of Kahneman. He goes on to say, TerraPay has been on the move, expanding into the US, the LATAM region, and especially Africa and the MENA region over the past year or so. So people can send money via TerraPay, which uses Ripple, straight to bank accounts connected to India's national payment system. So this is like the equivalent of, I suppose, FedWire or something similar. I know it's just PR, but the release grabs the eyes. With the vision to foster financial inclusion, residents, POIs, Indian diaspora will be able to send money to India using TerraPay's agile, transparent, and real-time payments channel. And so that is just a quote here from the article. I will link this in the description if you guys want to read the full thing. It does go on a little bit longer here. I'm not too surprised myself, considering we knew that, even back as far as 2018, India was very RippleNet enabled. Ashish Birla came out and did say that, Ripple already did have about 50% of Indian banks, even as long ago as 2018. So, to see that it is that it has come such a long way in 4 years. TerraPay now integrated with NPCI, great news, and we're going to see even more adoption of the XRPL in the coming years. So, wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. And for you Algorand hodlers, you're probably going to be excited about this. Algorand getting some recognition. This coming from BondCrypt XRP. Grayscale has added Algorand and a handful of other cryptocurrencies, 22 others, into its assets under consideration. So Grayscale has revealed some new 25 coins that it intends to add onto its investment products, which are the biggest for professional investors in the industry. Guys, these are some of the coins we should be paying attention to because the bigger investors, the big guys, the big wigs, the smart money, the big money, they are going to invest in coins that solve problems. They're not investing in Shiba Inu. They are investing in real-world utility coins. They include metaverse and gaming tokens like the Sandbox, Axie Infinity, and Yield Guild games, as well as DeFi projects like Algorand and Convex. So a lot of those coins I've not even heard of, but I think we should be paying attention to this, considering where the money's going, where the money will be flowing in the coming years. We got to remember the cryptocurrency market is made up of about 17,000, just over 17,000 cryptocurrencies. And, thousands of these are just going to get obliterated, I think, once, cryptocurrency adoption becomes clearer in the United States. And so, to pay attention to these types of articles, what coins are being held by institutions, I think is going to make a huge difference to our portfolios moving through 2022 and into future years. So they're considering Algo, AR, Atom, AXS, Bora, BTT, CVX, DCR, EGLD, ENJ, FTM, Gala, Gel, HNT, Hot, IOTA, Rose, SCRT, Sand, Spell, STX, VET. Very, very interesting that they are considering VeChain as well, and YGG. So some of the investments that Grayscale are officially considering, this coming directly from Grayscale's Twitter. So interesting news there. Wanted to thank BondCrypt XRP for sharing that. Also, just from Free American Spirit here, he sent me this on Twitter. More news for you Algorand hodlers. University of Florida partners with Algorand Foundation to establish a blockchain lab. So again, the cryptocurrencies that solve problems, these are going to be the ones where we see partnerships form, and now Algorand partnering with the University of Florida Digital Worlds Institution at the College of the Arts, and they're launching a blockchain lab supported by the Algorand Foundation to expand blockchain education for UF students and global users of Algorand technology. So they say it's a year-long grant that will establish the lab, which will develop student and professional courses, sponsor university competitions, and host student club activities. The Algorand Foundation awarded one of the professors $270,000 from the education and community category of its $250 million Algo grant programs. Here's a quote, guys. The creation of the blockchain lab at UF, the University of Florida, marks a significant movement in the history of the university, akin to the first labs dedicated to internet technology in the mid-90s. And so here they are likening it to what we were seeing in the mid-90s, and if you guys were around for that, that was really when it saw its boom for development, and universities started offering computer programming classes, of course, and now look at where the internet is today. So this is all part and parcel to where we need to see cryptocurrency going. It isn't just a flash in the pan, and many different universities are realizing that. Collaboration with the Algorand Foundation is especially important as it provides UF with an outstanding partner capable of dreaming big and, even more importantly, capable of delivering on those dreams. Together, UF and Algorand are set to trace the path to a future of blockchain education. So in a lot of ways, the Algorand Foundation, doing something similar to what Ripple's doing, expanding and investing in universities so that university students can learn to develop on their particular blockchain. Of course, providing grants as well to be able to foster that ecosystem. So great news there. Wanted to thank Free American Spirit for posting that. And guess what else just came out yesterday, guys? Yes, January 28th, the Ripple Insights Q4 2021 XRP Markets Report. I will link this in the description of the video. A lot to go over here. I just wanted to bring you guys the highlights. This from XRP Crypto Wolf. So some of the highlights here, guys. Ripple's XRP sales have recorded a 46% quarter-on-quarter increase, according to the company's recent published report. Notably, sales attributed to on-demand liquidity customers surpassed $1 billion in the fourth quarter. This underscores the growth of the company's payment solution. Ripple says that it keeps seeing more global demand for ODL, which now boasts 20 payout markets. So now they have 20 payout rails where they are currently using ODL, or 20 corridors where they're using ODL globally. It also purchased $321.97 million worth of XRP in the secondary market. Let's also pay attention to that, guys. I'm going to get back to that in a second. Overall, Ripple sold a total of $717 million in Q4 compared to $491.74 million in Q3. The company hasn't conducted any programmatic sales since the fourth quarter of 2019, which means it didn't sell any XRP tokens to exchanges during the fourth quarter. So these last sentences here, or these last paragraphs, we should be paying close attention to. They haven't had any programmatic sales since Q4 of 2019, did not sell to any exchanges. Instead, what they did, they purchased $321.97 million worth of XRP in the secondary market. Okay, and so just going back to yesterday's story about buying back the $200 million worth of shares and Ripple reaching a $15 billion valuation. So they're buying back shares of the company, creating more value in the company. And today, or at least yesterday in the report, we are seeing that they are purchasing back $321.9 million worth of XRP. This indeed also gives the company even more value. And Backup Bradley here on Twitter also noticing the same thing. Ripple shares aren't the only thing being bought back. And so he's pointing this out too, 321 million XRP from the secondary market. Of course, it could be a strategy in order to give the company more value. They do want to launch an IPO. They do want to go public at some point. And so I believe that that is probably part of the strategy. It's also a smart idea for Ripple to hold XRP. Obviously, from the beginning, they've seen the value in the cryptocurrency. And now, as we are seeing more developments on the XRPL and more demand occurring, and also considering the price of XRP is hovering around 61 cents, a steal of a deal, it's probably a good time to acquire more. And not only acquire more, also for them to hold more. So the company has not conducted any programmatic sales, so they have not been selling any XRP. It sounds like they have just been accumulating since Q4 of 2019. Of course, with the idea in mind, I'm sure that they know this company is going to go public. And so a double-edged sword. The company is going to go public. Also, the flywheel effect, the XRPL, more utility down the road. This, I'm sure, is the inevitable outcome that Ripple has been projecting for years now. So Backup Bradley obviously understands what's going on here. And then there was this, guys, from Matthew LANY here on Twitter. Is the SEC allowing XRP to be utilized for settlement of stocks and bonds? Interesting to note. If so, how does it justify suing Ripple? And could this be specifically about the XRP in escrow? So he brings up this statement here. Box is jointly owned by TRX and is using R3 Corda settlement. So before you ask any questions, I'm going to go through this and we'll dissect it together. US SEC approves new US exchange with blockchain feed faster settlement. The US SEC late on Thursday approved the country's 17th stock exchange, a subsidiary of Boston-based Box Exchange, which will incorporate blockchain technology. This coming from Reuters back from just yesterday. And so the SEC also, as we know, have charged Ripple and two executives with conducting a $1.3 billion unregistered securities offering. So back to Matthew L.A.N.Y's point here. And where does the XRP utility fit in to settle stocks and bonds? Does Ripple have a partnership with the Box Exchange? So Wrath of Kahneman here chiming in. I don't quite understand the point of the question. Box is a registered securities exchange, so there is no problem if they sell securities, DLT or not. Sorry if I'm missing something obvious. So we're talking about Box, which is in fact registered. And so he's saying essentially that we still don't know the verdict and the status of XRP. It is an unregistered security, at least in the eyes of the SEC, at least as of now. But Matthew L.A.N.Y. explains, I can't confirm, but Corda Settler might be the underlying settlement protocol for Box. He also says that this is a joint project with TRX, who is confirmed to be using R3 for settlement. And for those of you guys maybe slightly new to the XRP community, Corda Settler, the Corda Settler app is an open source decentralized application, or a DApp, that runs on the Corda blockchain. It is aimed to facilitate global crypto payments across enterprise blockchain networks with Ripple's XRP as its base currency. Now, this was news back from 2019. Since then, Corda has expanded, and so they can settle in multiple different currencies. But it is still important to note here, because if it does have the capability to settle with XRP, then this logic seems to ring true. So it's a joint project with TRX, who is confirmed to be using R3 for settlement. And Wrath of Kahneman saying, very cool. What's the securities angle, though? Matthew L.A.N.Y. responding, both companies should have the same status in regards to the protocol if indeed Box is using it for settlement. So this is still an interesting question here. I tried to look up more information about Box and the Corda exchange. Of course, if they are jointly owned by TRX and are using R3's Corda settlement, wouldn't XRP have to be categorized for utilization and settlement of stocks and bonds through the Box exchange? Or could it be that maybe the Box exchange would already by default be indeed registered, giving XRP that clarity? I mean, we know the SEC lawsuit specifically has to do with XRP sales, conducting unregistered securities offerings, but could there be a different set of rules if you are actually utilizing the coin for settlement in a real world utility case? Some great observations here. Gotta thank Matthew L.A.N.Y. and Backup Bradley for bringing that to our attention. All things that are getting me wondering as well as I'm waiting for XRP price to rise. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.